Hi. Hi. Yeah, you wanted me to say something else. Right. I just wanted to make it weird. So, boy Mike here. Whack job extraordinaire. So, I'm feeling a little froggy. Let's talk comics. How about we take a look at all these comics, right? Go ahead and show the wall. The wall art. Yes. Look at all that. I was discussing with some, saying, hey, what should we discuss? Can we judge a book by its cover? Of course, everybody's all like, what is it this? What about that? What about that? I'm like, And we were very undecided. So I started looking at something, and let's take it from way back, what might have influenced me, and something I read a dozen times easily, and I haven't read for years. And so, and it even influenced me to draw. And so, if you look up here, we got old Deathlok. Yeah, there's that #1 reprint. And then it influenced me to start drawing that year. That is 92. Okay, so that is, a fountain pen, and that's the best I had at that time. Look at those feet. Anyways, I'm my own worst critic. So, let's go into the comic. Let's look at Deathlok #1. Ye old. Now, like I earlier said, it was a reprint, I believe. 91, but I think it was I don't know. Well, it's not important. Anyways, and an advertisement for Weapon X. Yeah, Wolverine origin. And it starts with blood. Hey, right. Big page here. Oh, you're getting the glare. And so I remember picking this comic book up at a gas station grocery store thing somewhere in the Four Corners area when we were on I was like in 7th grade, in between 7th grade and 9th grade? Or maybe 6th grade and 7th grade. And yeah, I got this comic book at at a gas station, whatever, little mom pa country shop store. And it just I read this thing throughout the whole vacation. And I had no idea what I was getting into, so it was a #1, a good place to start. I'm like, well, it starts with the character, and then their brain's coming out, right? And then you can see that it's this cybernetic-looking dude. Rocks on oil, bad guys, right? To Marvel's credit, you've probably seen that in some Marvel series and episodes here. Was it some of the Marvel movies? Anyways, so yep, the artwork is pretty cool. Storytelling, the panels. I definitely like this move right here where it's that maneuver, whatever that's called. Good story. Family Guy, right? You're already, a few pages in, you're like, well, something went wrong, and it'll kind of explain it. And then how this guy gets weaved in there. So the artwork's pretty good. It definitely develops the character of Michael Collins and the family. Oh, here we got Rocks on Oil. Very anime looking. Look, this looks like a real cartoon, like a frame from a cartoon. And it's interesting. Again, the plotting of the oil guy, and then the artwork is kind of, look at the sleeves. You can tell it's the 90s. Look at that. Big old sleeves. Who's rocking the beard back in the 90s? Anyways. And, well, I don't want to give this story too much, but this guy, Michael Collins, finds out that he's working on a weapons program unbeknownst to him, and he wants to do something about it, but something happens. So he plays Hacker Man. Hey! He gets into the files, sees what's going on. He's like, you're probably venturing into things you probably shouldn't have. I like this. Look at that. This is good storytelling right here. It's straight up like a movie where you got the thing in the back, Deathlok, and then look at that same face. Like, that's really powerful. That messed with me. Washing dishes, family time, weapons, and then pew! He gets shot in the back. Oh, betrayal. We found the imposter. And then a Family Guy. Oh, something's wrong with your husband. And then I think it's interesting that it was on the same page that you have this shift. Oh, say something bad happened about our employee and your husband Michael, right? And then later on, days later. So it's really interesting. It works. It's just not common. I've seen the pattern, and I stick with different page, different theme. But we see that time and time again in the '80s and I guess the '90s here. X-Men, late Chris Claremont, and I think even in some of the Wolverines with Larry Hama, where he was writing, and then there would always be like with G.I. Joe, I think, and then there'd be separation, just a shift on the same page. That's what I'm saying. Days later, and then Venezuela, right? Estrella? What is it? Anyways, the rocket comes in, boom, and then who comes out? Deathlok's back in action. Hey! And then I like the font where it goes all cybernetic looking. And to their credit, as far as I understand, as long as this series kept going with this character, it was always that. Kind of like with Deadpool's red captions, or the yellow captions, sorry. Anyways, so yeah, I like the red. It's like inside. Very space look. It looks like a football helmet. I don't know. I like the cybernetic stuff. In fact, growing up, I liked X-Force with Cable. So I see the similarities of the arms and the very Colossus arms. They're very silvery, stylish. People getting blasted. Boom. Ooh, there's some. He hit a girl. That's very not kind. Oh, and then he's blasting him up. And then all of a sudden, you got this little pink. Something happened, like he's waking up. And he's and his first words are, "Harlan shot me." And then, my God, what am I doing? What's going on? And then he's like trying to, he found himself in this machine. So, right there, you got this action going, and you're also figuring out, hey, I'm the brain inside of this machine. What? And so there's all this action and stuff, and then he comes up to a girl. He does not execute the kid, even with the gun. And they're like, oh, our Deathlok is defective. Even though it wasted everybody, except that girl. So I guess from wherever, Venezuela, Estrella, wherever, and then finally gets back to the United States, where he's getting updated, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was always interesting, this. Look at how the style of artist, like it's, I don't know, it's just weird. Maybe it's the color. And then this guy's nose is so big, that kind of bothered me in that frame, and the ears is like, well, I mean, it kind of shift from realistic. Look at this George Michael guy. And then we got like this, like a Todd McFarlane kind of character. I don't know. And then, of course, the brain and the computer are arguing or negotiating, trying to get to know each other, getting to know you. And then all of a sudden, hey, I'm out. Let's go. So he gets out, puts on the helmet, says, I'm out. Deuces, I'm doing my thing, y'all. He gets out, he breaks out, all kinds of action. But the thing about the Michael Collins guy in the Deathlok is that he's kind of a pacifist. So yeah, you got the guy who's against war in a war machine. And that's pretty cool story, in a way. I mean, he's really cool, but I'm like, I don't know. But it's a good conflict. He's escaping, comes into a super tank. He makes short work of that. Good shot right here. That is cool. It's very, I like how the hand is, you get the depth. Of course, some action, stop, drop, and roll. Look at the light here. The colorist did a really good job. It's dark, but not dark enough. And that light of his eyes, look at that. That is awesome. Good job. And I did not like the laser here. It looked like he was shooting underwater. Every time I see this panel, I'm like, he's not underwater, but it looks like he's shooting underwater, right? Is it just me? Anyways, he rips the tank open, and he finds a dude, and he does what to him? He puts his helmet on him. Anyways, he leaves, he escapes, blah, blah, blah. He tries to go back home. The missus doesn't recognize him. He got the upgrade. I'm your husband, and it's me, Michael. No, I was told he's dead. This is freaky, man. Look at that. It's like Tales from the Crypt right there. She's like, nah, you go home, get. I don't recognize you, you imposter. And then slams the door. Good storytelling. I like the way it flows. And at the end, he's like, "Oh man, I'm stuck in a machine," and I think he wants to off himself somehow. Yeah, he tries to stick a barrel in his mouth. I'm like, nah, they'll just recover the body. Nah, I gotta keep fighting the good fight here. He wants to talk to his son. This got a little weird for me, but it's okay. He talks to his son through a video game, so somehow he uploads himself through there. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. And he's obviously talking to his son about something that him and his son would only know, and that's emotional. And so saying, yeah, big guns don't save the day or whatever. And then I like this end. Every time I see birds flying in the morning, I think of these panels because so I guess whatever was happening was all night. Now it's in the morning, and he's had a phone call. Yeah, I guess his son was staying up all night. Anyways, and then it's a good morning. You got the birds flying around. Sun's rising. His head looks up. Everything is on the up and up, even though he's kind of had a rough day and a rough revelation of like now he's in a war machine, and now his chin is up, and it's a new day, and he wants to keep fighting, and so that's that. And then I thought this was kind of cool, a little staple that they keep going through here. I think this is right here also as well. So it's a good 45 page comic, 46 page comic. It's not bad. Yeah, I read this a billion times, so I did pay attention to the chrome. How to kind of make things chrome looking, I've never was, it's a very Iron Man looking thing, Colossus from the X-Men thing. Yeah, and I keep saying so I'm getting on my nerves. Anyway, so there's Deathlok number 1. Yeah, I don't know what else. Let's see what I missed. So the artwork is pretty good, and the story, it was a good story, the whole mechanic and machine thing. So there we go. That's Deathlok number 1. All right, well, thank you for tuning in, and so hope that helps, and let's do it again. Peace out, Boy Scout.